Hi class, who can tell me what this is right here? Matthew?
Is it a decimal?
Wow, very good. We do call this a decimal. Does anyone know how to spell that?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, good, Edwin.
D-E-C-I-M-A-L.
Good. Very good, perfect. This is a decimal. Today we're going to talk about what a decimal means when it's inside of a number. Now, if I write this number right here, what number is that?
1.
Lorinda? Good, that's a 1. Just like we have right here. This is a 1. 1 whole. Now, when I add this decimal after the 1, this still equals 1, just the same. We have 1.0. Yes, Matthew?
Why isn't it 10?
Well, you see, with 10, it'll be right here. No dot. You see that? That's 10 for you right there, but when we add this decimal, it's like a period. What's a period do in a sentence? What does it say?
It stops.
It stops. Very good. Just like this, the same. That number is stopping at a certain point right there. So, now, I don't know. Don't do video. Don't do video. I don't know how to do this lesson.
You're doing great.
Not anymore. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't stop, did you?
Look at that kid's face. Oh, sorry.
Keep it going.
Okay, so we have decimal now. Now what we're saying is we're taking this number, when we add that decimal, everything after this decimal is smaller than my 1. So this piece of paper right here is my whole 1. Do we have that? This is whole 1.
1.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember fractions from last week? Do you remember how we have the fractions?
Yeah.
Numbers smaller than 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good. Now, who remembers having a fraction like this? Who can tell me? Matthew, how do we call this?
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. Good. Edwin?
I think it's a 10th.
Very good. You can say it either way. They're both correct. We will call it 1/10. Now, decimals, when we add this number, we're adding 1/10. We're going to put over to here. Now watch this. Actually, it's not really much to watch. When I put 1.1, I'm saying that I have 1 and I have 1/10. They're put together now. Now I'm going to show you this with your pieces of paper here, so I want you to all come up and so we can all use these papers because we're gonna work this together now. Here is the pieces of paper that if I lay them this way, Lorena, please don't burn glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now this is going to equal our 1. So we're going to have just 1 and 1. Do you see how this is equal to 1 whole 1? They're the same size, right?
Right.
But they're in pieces. So what happens if I take away all of these ones and I'm left with just this? How much do I have? Matthew?
1 and 1/10.
Perfect. This is 1/10 because, you know what, we're going to write on here actually. Who wants to, you can each have a pencil. Sorry if you don't like your color scheme.
I like these ones.
You can write on here, if you want to write on these papers, that this equals 1/10 or 0.1. We'll write both on there. I want you to write on those little red slips. You can each take a few and write on the little red slips. Write 1/10 and write 0.1. They are equal. Perfect.
How's mine, teacher?
Beautiful, Lorinda. Very good. Would you like to do another one?
Yes.
Yes. So cute. Very good. Yeah, go ahead. Good. Now you'll see on here, you can see it in its shape and its size. There's 1/10 of this paper. Here's the hole, and this is a piece of a hole. And then you can add it, and now you'll also see on here what it equals numerically, or how we write it, what it looks like written down. This is upside down for you. What I want to do now, I want to put a number on here, and then using your strips, I want you to create the number with the pieces of paper. And you're going to have to pay attention to the whole number. Which is our whole number again?
1.
Good. And to the decimal part, which is just like a fraction, but we're using it in terms of decimals. So just with our pieces of paper, that equal 1/10. So I'm going to put it on the board. Read this number with me. 1.3.
Three.
Good. Very good. Now, we're going to find this together. Most teachers don't walk around on their knees, but we're going to find this together with our paper. So where's our 1? Who can show me where our 1 is? Good. We have our 1. So we represented that part of the number. Now our point. Uh-oh, I should have made a point. It's going to be a point right now. Point. And then we need 0.3.
I want to use mine.
So this, how will we say this number? This is just a fraction. 0.1 equals 1/10. 0.3 equals
3/10.
good, 3/10. Each point is 1/10. We have 3 points, 3/10. So, very good. Edwin, did you make this? Or Lorinda? Good work.
I did
She
mine.
put
and
the
you did
first
too.
one.
No, good job. This is perfect. Look, we have one. What is this? A whole piece of a paper?
Yes.
Good. 1, 2, 3 tenths. Very good. Now let's try making, say it with me. What's our number?
0.7.
Good, and that equals what in terms of when we say tenths? We have 7.
7/10.
Good, this is 7/10 because we have this dot right here and this 7 right there. Perfect. How are we going to make 7/10 now?
That's
Let's
3.
see, what's our
away the
first
one.
number?
1.
Good. Take away that first number because we have a 0 there.
There's another
Of
one.
our dot.
That's 4.
Good.
5.
7. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7. Perfect. Here we have 0.7. 7/10. Good job. Now let's try. I'll give you your papers. These papers back. Now I want to see. Say this one with me. We have 2.4. Good. Now how are we going to make 2.4?
2 ones or 2 holes.
Good. Edwin, I'll let you go ahead and count them now. Very good. Now look, we have 2 holes. 2 holes. Points.
1, 2, 3,
4 tenths.
4 tenths.
Can I do the next one, please? They keep doing them.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Lorinda. Here, we'll slide this one down over here. We'll make one for you.
Thank you.
Thank you for wanting to participate. I like when you all.
He stuck his tongue out at me.
Yeah, you.
I don't remember.
All right, this one's for Lorinda. Ready?
That's a hard one.
Let's say it together. Ready?
3.1.
How many holes do we have?
3.
Good. How many tenths do we have?
1.
1.
Good. All right, Lorinda, show us how you make that.
We do 1, 2,
You're not going to do it
3,
Matthew, let her take her time.
and
We all do things differently.
probably 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Is that right?
Let's check. Let's talk through it together. We have on the board 3 holes. How many holes do we have here? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Point. Good. How many tenths do we have on the board?
1.
1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That better?
Perfect. You got it. Now we have 3.1. Perfect. Are we ready to do hundreds, or maybe that's enough for today? You guys did great with your lesson. Now, I'm going to make one, and I want you to tell me what the number is, okay? I'm going to put the pieces of paper, and I need you, we'll work together how we write our number and how much it equals. Okay, here we go. Now let's look at this together. What do we have here?
1, 2.
Good. So what's our whole number in this one?
2.
2.
Point.
Point.
1, 2.
Very good. Now I'm going to take the board. I want you.
I know it.
Pretty good.
I want you. Who wants to come up and write that number on the board for me?
If you want.
Oh, goody, I love to write.
Go ahead, Lorinda. Which color? Oh, you can use green.
Okay, I'll use green. Okay, wait, how many was it? 2?
Good.
Oh, I can do it. 2,
There's your hole. Good. Point.
and then 2 tenths, right?
Perfect. We have 2.2, just like on there. 2 holes, point, and 2 tenths. Let's do, well, if you each want to have a turn, you can. Now I'm going to make a new one. 3 points.
Don't say it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You guys
Yes,
know
I know.
Okay, now I'm going to do this one. Now let's talk through this one. You guys can work together.
Pay attention, everyone.
Do we get to write it on the board?
Yeah, but first we'll determine what it is. We'll discuss what number is this. How many holes?
2, 3.
Good.
Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good. Now who wants to write it on the board?
I do.
Well, Matthew raised his hand first, so we'll let him do this one.
Okay, next one. 3.6
Good.
out of 10.
Good. This is perfect. Now you wrote right here. You wrote our fraction, right? That's what that equals. That's 6 tenths. Very good. You found the fraction. This is decimal, so when we have the point makes it that fraction already. So we don't write the fraction because the point means that it is the fraction.
Oh.
It's already 6 tenths. Just like right here, it's already 2 tenths because of the point.
Can I try again?
Absolutely. You don't like the rag? Good job, Matthew.
Got it.
Very good. Now you can fade out and we'll look at Edmund.